As an assistant manager of Celebrity Musician's Souvenir Shop, you work with the manager to calculate the retail price, sale price, and profit analysis for selected items on sale for the upcoming concert. You created a worksheet that lists products on sale. You will enter product names, check the spelling in the worksheet, and enter product codes. Then you will enter discount percentages. Later, you will create formulas to calculate the regular retail price, the sale price, and the profit margin. Finally, you will use find and replace to find a value and change it to another value. You will open an existing Excel workbook that contains the title, column labels, and some data. It is a good practice to click Save periodically to save changes as you build a workbook. The title column headings and the first 3 product names, along with some values, have already been entered. First, you use the Go To feature to go to cell A8, the cell where you will enter a product name. Begin by typing the name of the product, Souvenir Program, in cell A8. When you press Enter, Excel moves down to the next cell in the same column. That cell is then the active cell. When you start typing S in cell A9, autocomplete displays a screen tip suggesting a previous text entry starting with S, Souvenir Program. But keep typing Soundtrack CD instead. Type each product name and press Enter to make the cell on the next row active. Notice that the product names extend into column B. You will widen column A later so that the product names will fit completely within that column. The product labels are needed to identify the product name for the values on the same row. After typing text in cells, you should check the spelling in the worksheet and correct any errors. The Review tab contains the spelling command. The spelling dialog box opens, indicating a word that is not in the dictionary. Select the correctly spelled word in the spelling dialog box and click Change. When Excel has completed its check, a message box displays, Spell check complete, you're good to go. You want to assign a product code for each product on sale. You will assign consecutive numbers 101 to 106. After typing the first code number, you will use autofill to complete the rest of the series. You enter 101, the first product number in the series. The pointer looks like a black plus sign when you point to a fill handle. Excel copies 101 as the item number for the rest of the products. However, you want sequential numbers instead of the same number for each row. The product names no longer overlap into column B after you fill data into column B. Excel changes the duplicate values to continue sequentially in a series of numbers ranging from 101 to 106. You need to enter the percentage off as a decimal value for each product. This value is needed to calculate the sale price for each product later. Type the decimal values in column G. Use the number keypad if your keyboard has one so that you can quickly enter values in a column. The percent off was entered as a decimal value. This is the rate that you use to mark down the retail price for the sale. For example, you mark down the hat by 15% of its retail price for the sale. Later, you will apply the percent style format. When you enter the numerical month and day, Excel displays the abbreviated month name and hyphen and the date. You want to clear the formatting so that you can enter the date in a different format. Use clear formats to clear the formatting but keep the cell contents. When you retype the date, Excel detects the data entry as a date and displays the date rather than the serial number. The date displays as 9/1/2021 instead of 4440. To motivate the souvenir shop customers to buy more products, you want to change the percentage off from 5%, 0.05, to 10%, 0.10. Although the Souvenir Shop worksheet contains a small data set where you could easily find the 0.05 rate, you use the Find and Replace feature so that you do not miss any occurrences. The Find and Replace dialog box opens with the Replace tab options displayed. You want to find all occurrences of the 0.05 rate. You want the replacement value to be 0.10. Excel found two occurrences of 0.05 and replaced them with 0.10. You started the foundation for the Celebrity Musicians spreadsheet. It contains the title, date, column headings, product names, cost, markup rate, and percent off rate. The spreadsheet is organized so that you can enter formulas when you obtain that information from your manager.